Whether you grew up in the city, country, or suburbs, most of us have deep emotions imprinted in our memories as to the place where we're from. In BT's Neighborhood, we'll investigate two questions: who am I and whose am I? These questions, we hope, will point us in a more distinct direction of knowing how to live into the greatest commandment: to love the Lord our God with all our heart, mind, and soul, and to love our neighbor as ourselves. How can we love those around us, especially those who challenge or oppose us, if we don't even know who we are or how to express love for God, others, and ourselves? So take a walk with us, learn where to buy your groceries and where to find a good conversation. This podcast is brought to you by Wesleyan University in conjunction with the Office of Spiritual Life. We want to welcome you to the neighborhood.
Hey everyone, welcome to Season 2 of BT's Neighborhood, a podcast brought to you by the Office of Spiritual Life on the campus of Wesleyan University. I'm your host, Gerald Coleman, campus pastor, affectionately known as Pastor G. I'm excited about this season because we've got a very engaging theme. This year, we're discovering and kind of talking about vocation. And so our theme for this semester is becoming, meaning that when we learn to be with God, who we are and what we're called to do can naturally come forth. And so this topic is broke down into a series of movements that help us get to the depths of what we mean and exploring vocation. And so our first movement is going to be about knowing God. If you want to discover your call, your vocation, we believe a good place to start is knowing God. And so our first podcast will be about knowing God. Our second movement is knowing how God designed you. Our third movement is knowing your station, knowing where God has placed you, and how do you respond to the opportunities that are right in front of you. Movement number 4 is navigating the unknown. While we believe that we can know God, we can know how He's designed us, we can know where He's placed us, we still realize that there's a lot that is unknown. And so how do we navigate those twists and turns, the unexpected adventures that life takes us on? So I hope that you stay tuned with us throughout the remainder of the season and you enjoy some of the special guests that we'll have on this podcast. Looking forward to being with you.
Thanks again for listening to this episode of BT's Neighborhood, where we aim for simple but deep conversations about being a good neighbor here and now at Wesleyan, and wherever our paths take us in the future.